What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes news for October 15th, 2022. Now, we are still like 2 weeks out from when this hero is going to be hitting the game with the Prey event, most likely at Halloween. That does seem to be when it lines up, so I think it's going to start legitimately on the 28th, so it is something to keep in mind. But yeah, we have our first look at Bloodtide Queen Aranea, the next Transcendence hero and the last Transcendence of this batch of 6. So, you know, we have the 6 old ones, we have the 6 new ones. The big question is what's going to happen in December, a month after we have the next hero of the next loop. We don't know what's going to happen, but let's take a look at this hero, because this hero looks awesome. This legitimately, this version of Aranea looks like a Zerg compared to the regular version, which I don't even know if anybody's even using the original hero. We'll see down the road, but hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into the little bit of backstory and the design of the hero. So starting off, we have the Facebook post today behind the design. Aranea has undergone transformation specifically for the ability of the Void. So we designed armor made of hard rock crystals, and her legs have been upgraded to ally mechanical materials, making her become a mech-like creature shared by the art team. So like I like seeing little designs here, but I'll be honest, every time I see like a Facebook post, I'm like, but the WeChat posts are so much better. And let's take a look at that. So this is typically what we see with the, I guess you could say the WeChat, the Chinese translations and everything. The page I really like. The art on it looks so much better. Like, even if you scroll down to the bottom and you take a look at her artwork, like, you almost get the full image, whereas on the English one, not so much. And you still get those like little designs, and you get quite a bit of backstory into it as well. So when the healing ability of the Zerg was discovered, the Zerg launched intensive training on the Zerg creatures, especially the members with intelligence. Aranea is one of them that they have high hopes for. The setting of space-time, man, they call it, for some reason the translator is doing Antalya, which would be a cool name, but it's Aranea. So when she is an adult, because she has a need to fight in the void, she gets Metal Gear legs and becomes modified with sharp points to help with her healing abilities. I don't know how that helps. I think they meant in addition to their healing abilities. She has a certain combat ability of self-protection, more able to adapt on the battlefield than other allies. That's interesting. So they definitely make it sound like she's going to be a bit like offensive, you know? And it says, and long-term training and fighting have eroded at her innocence. She has become more mature, wise, dedicated to the study of battle plans in the void, and experimenting on her own body, even to the point of being a little bit crazy. It goes on further to say in the backstory of, what was her name again? Oh man, that's the one thing it didn't put on here very well. Bloodtide Queen Aranea. That's her name. Bloodtide Queen Aranea. She experienced special things in the views of her training and the transformation of her void ability. We designed her armor made of hard rock crystals fur and spider legs that can be upgraded, or that were upgraded to alloy mechanical legs, which turned her into a mecha-like half-human, half-mech state. Her weapon setting is that she no longer needs or uses the bugs as a weapon. Her internal organs turned into hot magma, so lava, wow, which she could continuously shoot out of her abdomen to attack. So much like a spider, is that what they're going for? I mean, she does have, like, if we look here, she does have what, 3 legs and then arms. So you got 8 legs, 8 appendages, I'll say. Interesting. This is a relatively novel attack method and is also her main characteristic. So that sounds pretty interesting, but we also have the full artwork. I managed to get it this time. Let's take a look. So we already had this here, which is the 10-star version of regular Irnia. I definitely feel like yeah, I can see the spider more here because it feels more bug-like. I never really took a good look at her, and yeah, she's going to be losing that and turning into this. Actually, let's blow this up even a little bit more, get it bigger for you guys, zoom in a little bit. There we go. Not too bad. So yeah, like her legs are definitely crazy looking. And it looks like, oh, so it's not like the backside where most like spiders you know, get the spider web silk comes from. This one's coming right out of the front of her abdomen, and she's just pulling straight up lava and magma out. And she's got like a sinister look to her as well. She looks really cool. I mean, I'll be honest, they do an amazing job on Abyss heroes in this game. They are by far among some of my favorite. So that's all the information we have today, but I always like trying to look at the original hero and trying to guess what they could be in the future. So if we go over to the regular Aranea here, overall her abilities were interesting. The fact that she had control immunity and damage reduction built in was like a nice perk, but like we just don't use regular heroes nowadays. If they're not Transcendence, like they're almost not useful in game modes, or at least we haven't had any that have been very useful. Bursting Fire though, her passive that changes her base attack to dealing damage to one random enemy, increases their all damage received, is a pretty cool thing here and restores allies HP. I could see this becoming like a supercharged version here. The one thing I want to see is it feels like every Transcendence hero has like an ability then gets modified to a stronger version of that ability. But if she does have a way to increase all damage received, I think that's a cool way to add it for a Transcendence hero for game modes where Drake is not a thing. If she would somehow attack like the lowest HP target, that would be some sick synergy with Sword Flash, so I'm kind of hoping for something like that. Deep Control is interesting too, and I think she's gonna have a lot of burning abilities and healing over time abilities in her Transcendence form, because whenever a hero is burned, grant self one layer of Abyss Blessing. Basically modifies her active skill ability, restores energy, which is really cool. I like that. A target that wants to get hit, I almost hope she has something like this, and also like some sort of taunt effect. I think that would be really cool. And restores 2 allies with lowest HP for 2 rounds, which is pretty neat too. When self takes active or basic skills, when released by a burned enemy, it will burn them again. Meanwhile, reduces the enemy's energy. So this might be a hero that's pretty solid because like we don't have carries in a lot of the game modes anymore to reduce energy. We don't have Drakes in a lot of game modes to, you know, lower the damage reduction that the enemies have. So both of these I could see being both very cool synergies. It just depends on if they're strong enough. And then finally we have Blessing in Ashes. So this one here, I'm hoping it gets some love. Like the one thing about this ability, it has a lot of verbiage to it, but it doesn't feel like it is that like super effective. I'm really hoping for a big team-wide heal similar to how Vesa works. I don't know if she's going to be able to shield allies at all, but giving them like a heal over time, which is something this game really lacks. Like I feel like would be really cool. Like this meanwhile restores them for 2 rounds. I think that's really cool, and then increasing their attack. There's a lot of potential for this hero, and I'm hoping she's like Vesa 2.0, because we can use another strong priest, another strong option, and then maybe going like an Abyss way might be a fun way to start an account. We'll have to see. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and let me know what you think about... Hold on. Let me know what you think about Bloodtide Queen. All right, man, we have another queen. We have so many queens. See you guys next time.